Hi everyone, my name is EJ Anderson, the congressional auditor turned long haul truck blogger, also known as the happiest, kindest trucker on the road. Welcome to White Glove Trucking, my channel where I help you use trucking as a vehicle to live your best life. Now, today's video, just don't do it. It's just about little things that we should not be doing when we're out on the road, and these are just reminders, just to help us all make better decisions out there. Now, trucking is not hard. It's just doing a lot of little things right. But there's a lot of them. So there's a lot of chances to screw things up. Can you be strong enough to say, I'm not going to take that shortcut? I could probably get away with this 99 out of 100 times, but I'm just not going to do it. The last thing I want to be is standing there, staring at my truck on its side, thinking to myself, stuff like this. It's kind of obvious now, but I didn't think about it at the time. Now that I think about it, those were textbook conditions for that to occur. Oh, I usually think about that or adjust for that, but this time I just didn't do it or I got lazy. The key in trucking is not to be talking about whatever calamity just occurred with perfect 20/20 hindsight. We want to always have thought ahead and said stuff like, oh yeah, I considered that stuff. Oh yeah, I thought about that. I knew that could happen, so I avoided it. I was smart and I just didn't do it. The less we have to say those first phrases and the more we can say those second phrases, the luckier and better our outcomes will be, and the more successful in trucking we will become. So when in doubt, just don't do it. So what are some obvious things we should just not do? Wind and ice. Just don't do it. Ice and speed. Just don't do it. Ice or snow and a single lane, two-way road with no median in between. Just don't do it. High wind and empty trailer. Just don't do it. Driving and nodding off. Just don't do it. Speed and on-ramp, off-ramps. Just don't do it. Tire with tread showing. Just don't do it. Okay, I got two more, and they each come with a story. Now I'm putting this in here because it just happened right when I was thinking up the script for this video. I was picking up a C.H. Robinson load, super small, super light load, basically an empty trailer going across the country. I was going from Denver, Pennsylvania to Denver, Colorado. So Denver to Denver load. The shipper told me, hey, we just got another load ready, going to the same place. Would you like to take both of them? So I called C.H. Robinson and offered to take the second load at a discount. The first load paid $3,000. So I offered to take the second load for $1,500. I figured that was a fair price and would benefit me and benefit them. Benefit both parties. Win-win. Now, they initially said yes, but after the second load was on the truck, someone higher up said that they could not give me the $1,500 and that all they could give me was a little bit extra to compensate for the additional weight. I declined and proceeded to have the forklift driver take that second load back off the truck. So then my rep told me that the higher up said just to cancel everything and just take everything off the truck. I said, absolutely not. The first load was already on the truck. I had already signed the paperwork, and I had already gotten the rate confirmation. So after giving the forklift driver $10 for his trouble for lunch, I just left with the first load only. So once I got on the highway, I started thinking about it and how my efforts at driving smart and being efficient were rewarded. I figured there were 3 reasons that this guy would not take that deal that would obviously save his company money. Number 1, he likes to play games. He gets pleasure in trying to control the situation and get exactly what he wants. Second reason I thought of, the structure of his internal work incentives didn't make sense for him to take the deal. Maybe he gets commissioned by the truckload, so it would actually cost him money, personally. Now, number 3 is the reason why it's in this video. So the third reason I thought of is that these types of bullying tactics often work on unsuspecting truckers. And so it was worth the bluff to him because it actually works a lot of the time. And it's this number 3 that I want to talk about. I'm hoping this is not the case. I want you guys to be living your best lives out here trucking. And that means not getting bullied by brokers, dispatchers, or anyone else out here. So letting yourself be bullied, just don't do it. Okay, story number 2 and the last one. On a recent trip home, I planned to go out drinking. And so I made this plan so as not to have to drive drunk. I was going to get to the place early, drink, and then cut myself off around 9 so that I would be sobered up by the time I left, say like 1, 2 in the morning. So I got to the place. I had a drink in the car before going in. Everything was going according to plan. I went in there. I drank a bunch. and I closed out my tab at exactly 9 p.m. and I milked that last beer for like a whole hour from like 9 to 10 p.m. But at 11 p.m., I got bored. And now Tipsy EJ wants to go to the strip club. Then when I got to the car, Tipsy EJ is like, oh, here's that drink I had before I went in that I didn't finish. So then I went to the strip club. I had one more beer there, but I wasn't really feeling it, so I left. So then I got some chicken fingers at Cane's, and I remember thinking when I was driving home eating those chicken fingers, man, I am all over this damn road. Now, it was probably mostly because I was distracted eating, but it was also probably because I was buzzed. Now, I got home fine. I didn't get pulled over or anything. But when I woke up the next morning, my life flashed before my eyes. I thought of all that I've been building over these last 3 years with my trucking company, lately my YouTube channel that I'm passionate about, all the effort I put in, how it all could have just been ended if I had gotten a DUI and lost my CDL. There's a concept called DARE. It's an acronym, which stands for Downside Asymmetric Risk Event. That's just a fancy way of saying a situation where the risk greatly outweighs any possible benefit you could hope to achieve. In my case, that night, DARE stood for Dumbass Risky EJ. So you guys, don't be a dumbass like me. Don't risk your CDL. Drinking and driving, just don't do it. All right, you guys, that's it for this one. I'm going to leave the comments open on this video so you guys can add some just don't do it's of your own. That way, as they add up, these will be things we can all learn from to help us make good decisions out here. All right, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.